Basic Math, Chapter 16, Section 14, Volume of Cylinders. A cylinder is a space figure that has circles for the bases. These two circles are the same size. To find the volume of a cylinder, use this formula. Pi times radius squared times height. For example 1, find the volume of this cylinder. Step 1, write the formula, then place the values you know into the formula. Use 3.14 for pi. So there's the formula, pi times radius squared times height. Replacing it with the numbers 3.14 times 4 centimeters squared times 9 centimeters, which is also another way to show it as 3.14 times 4 times 4 times 9. Step 2 is to just do that multiplication. And so when you do all the multiplication, we get 452 and 1600 cubic centimeters. That's the volume. For example 2, find the volume of this cylinder. Step 1, find the radius. Remember, diameter is when you get a measurement from one side to the other side of a circle that goes through the center. That whole line is the diameter. We just want the radius. A radius is half a diameter. It's just from the center to one edge. So divide the diameter by 2. In this case, 12 divided by 2 is 6. Now we know the radius. Step 2, use the formula 3.14 and use 3.14 for pi. So replace the formula's symbols for the numbers 3.14 times 6 squared, which is another way to say 6 times 6, times 15 inches. And so when you do all that multiplication, the answer is 1,695 and 6/10 cubic inches for this cylinder. So find the volume of each cylinder. Use 3.14 for pi. All right, so we're going to find our volume, and we're going to use 3.14 for pi, and then we're going to do the radius squared. In this case, it's 1 inch. So something squared is that number times itself, so 1 times 1, and then we're multiplying times the height. In this case, it is 2.5. All right, so 1 times 1, so 3.14 times 1 is 3.14. 3.14 times the next one is still 3.14. And then the last step is 3.14 times 2.5. So we can put that right here. I'm going to get 20, 7, 15, 8, 2, 6. Add it up. 15, 8, 7. So our volume of this cylinder is 7,850 cubic inches. Cubic inches, ... So for number 2, we're given a full diameter, but we don't want a full diameter. We just want the radius, which is half of that. So the radius for a 16-foot diameter would be half of 16, which is 8 feet. And the height is also 8 feet. So we'll get lots of 8s. So our formula would be volume would equal 3.14, that's always going to be there, times 8 times 8, that's the radius squared, and in this case, the height also is 8. So 8 times 8 times 8 times 3.14. And so whatever that equals is the answer in cubic feet. It's an equal sign. And then we've got one more we can set up for you to see how to do it. So volume for number 3 is 3.14, and we're given a radius, and we're given the height. So 3.14 times 6 times 6 times 48. The answer to that multiplication problem is your volume in cubic millimeters. So let's take a look at a real-world example. A water tank is shaped like a cylinder. The diameter of the tank is 12 feet. The tank is 20 feet high. What is the radius of the base of the tank? So we've got a diameter of 12 feet, and we just want half of that. So we are going to get 12 divided by 2. So we're going to get 6 feet equals the radius. What's the area of the base of the tank? So the area is going to be 3.14 times 6 times 6. What's the volume of the tank? The volume will be 3.14 times 6 times 6 times the height. The height is that 20 feet each. So times 20. The tank is 2/3 full. Well, what's 2/3 of the volume? So we could do our answer here. All right, for sake of time, our answer to 3.14 times 6 times 6 times 20 is 2,260 and 8/10 cubic feet. And if we want to know what 2/3 of that is, we can multiply the 2,260.8 times 2/3 and put this over a 1. Is it divisible by 3? If we add 2 plus 2 plus 6, 10, 18, it would be divisible by 3. And so we could get the answer to that multiplication of two fractions together, and that would be the 2/3 of the volume. And then there's more practice for you to do in your workbooks for Chapter 16, Section 14. And of course, if you'd like some more help, let me know, and we could work some more together. All right, thank you very much.